Avengers Infinity War is a movie that exists, and I saw it, and I now get to talk about it because I've seen it, and it's a pretty good time to be alive, everyone. It is a great time to be alive. Also, this review is not going to contain any spoilers, just to let you know ahead of time. I might possibly be doing a spoiler review next week. Can't guarantee it, but I'm going to try to. So this is the culmination of 10 years of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We are seeing the Avengers, the Guardians of the Galaxy, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Black Panther. All these guys are coming together to stop Thanos. He's stopping at nothing to get all of the Infinity Stones, put them in his gauntlet, and wipe out half of the entire universe. Just like that. That's all I'm going to get into story-wise in this video. I know you're going to see the movie, so I don't really need to discuss plot points anyway. This is definitely one of the most hyped up movies I've ever experienced in my life. I remember hearing about this movie when I was in like 7th grade or something, just thinking about the possibilities of this happening. And it's crazy just thinking about how we've lived through 10 years of Marvel films and we've seen all these characters go on so many different adventures, and now they're all coming together in this one movie. It's just insane how much work and how so much effort has gone into making this universe so special for so many different people, and now we're finally getting like part 1 of the ending of this whole universe, and it's just crazy how this has all worked out. But anyway, Avengers Infinity War blew my mind. I have never experienced anything like this movie. I'm being honest. And I know you're probably thinking, oh, this kid's just a comic book nerd and he's gonna love everything Marvel puts out. It doesn't even matter if it's a crappy movie or not, he's just gonna say it's good. That's not the case here. I honestly have not experienced anything with the likes of this film. It felt like I was watching a dream. But I digress, because is this movie perfect? No, it's not. I mean, there's just way too many characters and way too many things going on in this movie for it to feel focused during some scenes. It feels a bit choppy, and the middle of the movie feels kind of clunky because we're cutting back between so many characters. It's the kind of thing where you leave the theater thinking, oh, that character didn't have that moment that I wanted out of him, or that character was kind of sidelined and didn't have enough screen time. And that's just what they had to do. The Russo brothers had to take the characters that they thought would contribute most to this story and give them all the meat of this film, and then put some others to the side. And I didn't mind it that much, but here and there it got kind of noticeable. But in all honesty, that's really the only flaw I have with this movie. Getting into some of the positives I have, Thanos is amazing. Hands down, one of the best villains in cinematic history. Not just in a Marvel movie, in movies in general. He blew me away. Josh Brolin's performance is incredible. Although, if you really do boil down his motivations, he does just kind of sound like he just wants to take over the universe, and there's not much new in regards to that aspect of his character, but it's his presence that really sold me. He's the kind of villain that adds a constant undertone of hopelessness to this movie, and that's because whenever he's on screen, it feels like no one's safe because he's so powerful. And that's something that a lot of these Marvel villains have lacked in the past, is that they don't feel like a real threat to the Avengers. But believe me, Thanos does, and he delivers in every aspect I wanted him to. He's kind of like Darth Vader on steroids, in the sense that whenever he's on screen, you can't look away, and that his presence just captivates you and really has you fearing for everyone else's life. Although this movie does get really dark and it tackles a lot of themes that I don't think we've ever seen in the Marvel Universe before, it's also a ton of fun. There's a lot of really great humor between these characters. It had me laughing consistently. There's sometimes in a lot of Marvel movies where I feel like I'm cringing because the humor feels forced and unnecessary. But in this movie, I didn't really get that. I think a lot of it works really well. And yes, every single one of the action sequences is unbelievable. They look incredible. They're directed terrifically. And they are really fun to watch, but what really keeps it going is how invested you are in the characters and the main villain. That's what really made this movie what it is for me. Avengers Infinity War delivered on pretty much everything I could have possibly asked for. I think this is an exhausting movie, but in the best kind of way. It's such a grand and enormous, huge movie with action sequences that make your jaw drop like every 10 minutes. Seeing all the characters come together in one movie was unbelievably satisfying, and they did the best they could to try to give all the characters enough time. It's a ton of fun, it has great humor, it's an amazing experience to have at the theater, but it also is really emotionally satisfying, and it destroyed me. I'm not going to get into plot details, but things happened in this movie that I could not believe, and I was so taken aback by it emotionally. I'll tell you something, I saw this movie on Thursday, and I work at a movie theater, so last night I was ushering, which is where you clean the theaters after people have left, and I was cleaning all these theaters that were just showing Infinity War, and I came in during the credits, and I swear to you, every single time I walked into a theater during the credits of that movie, I got chills. can't stop thinking about how much this movie impacted me. And no other Marvel movie has done the kind of things that this movie did. Avengers Infinity War is amazing, and it delivered in everything I could have wanted. As far as the score goes, I'm going to give Avengers Infinity War a 9 out of 10. That seems really high, but here's the thing. I recognize that this is not a perfect movie. It has some unavoidable flaws. But when you take into account this massive task that the Russo brothers had to take on in uniting this entire cinematic universe into one film, I think they did a damn near perfect job. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. I'm sorry I haven't put a lot of videos out on this channel. I've gotten to a point where I'm just talking about like comic book movies and Star Wars movies and stuff. That's just where I am right now. I'm in the second semester of school and it's getting really hard. But I'm gonna have a lot more in the future. But anyway, thank you all so much again. And Avengers, it's a thing that exists. You can go see this movie right now, so definitely go see it if you haven't already. I'm probably gonna go see it again today. I cannot stop thinking about it. I just can't believe that it's real. Also, be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm gonna go see it again.